They can hear. From the book Search for Sri Krishna of Srimad Talila Bhavistam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Ligacharya Stota Srimad Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj. He speaks about the fruits of the energy. We are only agents, and we are working because He has ordered us. So we must remember what is bhakti, what is devotion proper. Whatever I do, the way I earn, must not come to me. I am only an agent. The benefit should go to the proprietor, to my master, Krishna. We should move with this idea. That will be bhakti proper. Others will be engaged in karma kanta, means fruit hunting. I want to enjoy the result of karma for myself. But the result should go to my master. I am his servant, and I am working under his order. I am his slave. I am not the proprietor. I am not the proper person to be the recipient of the fruits of energy. The master of energy is the Supreme Lord, and all the products of energy should go to him. It must not be tampered with on the way. It should be the attitude of every worker. Then it will be bhakti proper. We are not the recipients. He is the recipient. We must always be conscious that the only beneficiary is He. Only then are we devotees. We are not the beneficiaries, but selfless workers. And he said in the Bhagavad Gita, Karmani vargya karashti mabarishu kadajana makarma bhavahidvahur madhisangos tvakaramamani. You have a right to perform your duty, but you have no right to enjoy the fruits of your work. This is a great warning. Krishna says, do not think that because you are not the beneficiary of the fruits of your action, you have no reason to take so much trouble to work. Never. That is the most heinous curse to think that because I am not the beneficiary, I am not going to work. Even selfless activity is also of a lower order. Rather, we must perform godly activities for this satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. That is bhakti, or devotion. And there's also a gradation in bhakti. There's a big division between Vedi bhakti and Raga bhakti, calculative devotion and spontaneous devotion. That's any question on this topic?
Spontaneous devotion. How does this appear, or how does it come? The normal, as it says, Bhakti. Is there? I cannot do it artificially, but how does it?
This is gradation. These different gradations means we have to go one step after another. If we are living in a world where everything is just done for one personal satisfaction, this will not give us satisfaction, or this will not lead us to raga, bhakti, or spontaneous. This is the material level, plane. I'm acting and in a way so that I will harvest the fruits of my activities. Then by following the process of bhakti, by following the instruction of the Shastra and Guru and sadhus, we are advancing in the direction. First, Vidhi Bhakti. There's a big division between Vidhi Bhakti and Raga Bhakti. But we start with on the level of Vidhi Bhakti. We try to follow, even we do not really, sometimes, just an example, to chant our rounds. Sometimes I feel not chanting. I have too many things to do in this world. But Vidhi Bhakti means this is the process I've accepted. I want to go to a higher level. So I follow this Vidhi Bhakti. Offer my food to the Lord. And try to see behind whatever happens, see the Lord behind it. He is arranging, He is controlling. He is giving and He is taking. He is like seeing this. One comes to a level because we are getting purified, we get on a higher, we get higher taste. We will spontaneously, we see a nice flower out there and think, want to take and smell, oh, so nice. But the pure Raga Bhakta, he's not the flower for always smelling nice and then throw it. He's saying, oh, this is nice, looking, and I want to give it to my Lord. I want to give Him everything. He is very unhappy and he thinks it is meant for me because I cannot become happy from this. It's only a moment. But I will give to Him, then I get something in return. With love and devotion must be done. This comes also automatically. So we have to come to this level, and this can take, for some, it may go very fast. For some, we have to go life after life to attain this thing, because we have separate interest now in our position where we want to attain so many things in this world. We think we have duties. This is more important than the God, Krishna. So all these things comes by practicing. That's because we are process of purification or make us understand all this is this mantra, Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. So then Raga Bhakti is our goal. Of course, there's coming more deeper and higher. Upanuga and the Krishna Kanamrita is giving deeper understanding. But this is not, we have to start where we are. So calculative devotion and spontaneous devotion, this is the meaning. Calculative is the opposite of spontaneous. I follow some rules and regulations. And then it will develop into spontaneous. Spontaneously, not in one moment it will go, but from time coming and seeing things in the light of Krishna, how he sees. This, he wants, it is all meant for his enjoyment. If this is the case, then there will be no fight anymore. If you work in this material world, this is my and this is you, there will always be fight. All this, what happened in material world, is coming from this kind of consciousness and understanding. When we think everything is his, it is meant for his enjoyment, then we are all going to the same, we have all the same goal. And we will experience something we cannot experience in this egoistic world. I and my consciousness. So this is a process. It is not something new. This is thousands, millions of years ago. Science, it is given down this knowledge from the real sadhus, wise men, saints. So they are following this principle, not adding anything and not taking anything away, not speculating on it. Because as soon as you speculate, you are down on the plane of material world. Again, you are working under the influence of the external world. Everything is made for me. I have to just get the money, then I can get everything like this. So, it's like this. Is it, you can... Something more to say on this? It is unlimited.
One could say, spontaneous of the process. Every day you do some sadhana, the chanting, and all this regulated emotional service. You can say, I'm doing spontaneously, I chant only this much or that much.
Yes. This is our situation, yes. Let's just say this. We want the fruit of the highest, but we won't only give some penny. I want a Rolls Royce, but I want it for the price of a Fiat. You give 100%, you will get 100%. You give 50%, you will get. According to our, we can decide freely. It is up to us. It is working like everything is working. This is, I can decide. I can say. It is not an easy thing, you know. When I joined, I was a quite comfortable situation. You know, I was a Beamter, I don't know in English, officer. They could not throw me out anymore. I was fixed. I was heading a job behind the table, bookkeeping and calculating. And but I thought, if I'm not cutting this now, then I will not do it anymore when I get older. So from one day to another, I decided. I left and did not tell anyone. So this was a break. It is such a, we have to, but this is, I think this is not ordinary. Not so many devotees who can do this like this. So we have to do according to our, it does not have to break everything. I can take, like I'm a family man, so if this situation is favorable for Krishna consciousness, then it is, we learn from, we can, everybody, every soul is a part of the Lord. Every soul can reach the Raga Bhakti or the spontaneous devotion. There's no not only this or they or he or she can attain this. Everybody. It's very clear. It is very logically, you know. The so-called intelligent philosophers, you know, they have their philosophy, they are so attached to them, to this philosophy and understanding, because there's always the I and my enjoying consciousness there. They may be very intelligent, you know, very good arguing on all levels, you know, but they are not able to surrender. They are not coming to the point that they say, it is not under my control. They find always a way that I am the controller, I am the more intelligent, and I know how it works. There's one very in Europe, very famous philosopher. He's arguing on this point. You know, he doesn't want to attain a nothingness, you know, like the Buddhists or something like this, you know. That he just was rejecting, you know. He spoke also Hinduism, but he doesn't understand anything from on this level, you know, because he's always thinking of my enjoyment, of I. When I cannot find any pleasure in to melt in a nothingness or to become a monk or to realize that there is nowhere is nothingness or everything is nothingness in the material plane. Such a mind. Poor. Satan. So God is not a constitutional king, but he is an autocrat. So this word alone is an absolute shock for the so-called scientists or philosophers. We never want to accept an autocrat, you know, because we want to be ourselves. We want to say what is going on in my life. I am the player. God is not a constitutional king, but he is an autocrat. To work for an autocrat is the highest conception of sacrifice. Who wants to work under an autocrat? Who is whatever he wants, he gets, and is the absolute controller of everything. That degree of selflessness and courage is required to work for an autocrat, a despot, a liar, who is up to anything. Not only that, his normal position is such. It is not a temporary temperament, but his eternal inner nature. Krishna is an autocrat because law emanates from him. So whatever we can see, whatever is existing, whatever we can perceive, subtle or gross, it is emanates from him. It means it's everything him. He can decide anything, everything, whatever he wants. An autocrat is above law. When there are many, there is a need for law. That is in the material world here, we have to understand. If you enter this world, then you must understand you are a criminal. You have to be locked. You have to be, your so-called freedom is reduced to a minimum, like a tree. Why to take the birth of a tree? Because you are disturbing an autocrat. So take the form of a tree and you can protest as well. Nobody will be reduced to your consciousness is covered. There is a need for law. When there is only one, there is no need for law. So Krishna doesn't have to follow any law because he makes the law. He makes everything according to his will. Krishna is a despot, but he is absolute good. We should understand what he is creating is not something what is destroying himself. Everything he creates, everything what exists is meant for his enjoyment. So, if there's any check in his devotism, the world will be the loser. Godness must have its full flow. Is that bad? He's saying, is this bad when he is taking such a position? Now, of course, we all become envious. Why he? I also want be the king, the autocrat. And he fulfills, yes, you can. And here you are now, you're the autocrat. You can do whatever you want, but what you're doing, you're killing each other for sense enjoyment. If the other not follow, then I think I must remove him. That's because constantly fighting will go on in this world. There's never a time where there was peace, in real peace. Everywhere, somewhere is fighting in the whole universe. Can there be any objection to this? Godness must have its freedom to flow anywhere and everywhere. If we say that God is absolute good, then what do we lose by giving him autocracy? Should autocracy be with the ignorant and the fools? No. The absolute good must have full autocracy, not that law will go to bind his hands. Then we will be losers. And Krishna is a liar to entice us, because we cannot understand the whole truth. So to entice us to gradually come to the truth, he has become a liar. The first thing to understand is that he is all goodness. So everything emanating from him cannot but be good. Any defect is on our side. We are encroachers. He is not an encroacher, but he shows this as his play, lila, it's called. It is a playing, the Lord. When the expense on the rebellions, they are have to take physical bodies. It is also a pastime, a play of the Lord. It's because we are also him, so he is not, because he is not identifying with anything in this world, but we identify. Why? We have to learn who we are. Even this body, you take birth and you die. This is the nature's law. This is the law in this world where we are living. But Krishna is not, he is the creator of everything. So he is not taking birth in the material world. And he is also not dying, because he is eternal. This is his position. Everything belongs to him, so there is no lying. When he says, let there be light, there was light. It's even in the Bible, this saying is there. Let there be water, there was water. If he has such potential power, can there be any lying there? We have to sacrifice ourselves for Krishna, because he is the absolute good, beauty and love. Faith and selflessness are required to such a high degree. If we accept Krishna consciousness as our highest ideal, then so much sacrifice is necessary. But sacrifice means life. Die to live. There is no loss by sacrifice. We can only gain by giving ourselves. So, of course, for materialists, this is a death blow. It's a shock. No, we can only gain by giving ourselves. Then what is left for me? Yeah, impossible. I want to imitate God. I want to become He. We are becoming envious. We are trying to kill Him. So Bhagavatam, there's all this thought. We have to understand Bhagavatam in a proper light. All the pastimes described there, it's not that we have to understand it necessarily on a higher level. You will understand that this Hiranyakashipu, his father, who is a demon, who could not tolerate Krishna, he is in everyone's head. And also Prahlad is there. And all the stories are like, we have to understand, that they are telling just life and explaining what is the meaning. We can see this. Like there's a Tibetan dead book. Buddhists write when after you leave this body, they read this book. So they are guiding you by speaking different stories. You don't go this way, because in this way you will meet many obstacles. You go to this side. You decide like this, you go like this, and they lead to nirvana. Leads to the moksha or nothingness. So kirtan or preaching has been accepted as the means to the end. There are so many ways by which we can approach the souls of this world with kirtan. By the approach through books and by performing some kirtan, chanting the holy name congregationally. By helping others, we help ourselves, we help our own fortune and our own faith. Not only will others benefit by our performance of kirtan, but we will also benefit eternally. So, anything to say on this?
This Tibetan book also must be written by realization.
Huh?
This book, what you mentioned now, this Tibetan book, must be...
Why is... can not be quiet when they ask a question, you know? This is material world. It is a dangerous place, I tell you. It is If you make mistake, it will happen that you become mentally become like a tool of others. So hounded it's called. And nobody can understand anymore in what world this person is moving. Because it is guided by ghosts and similar subtle persons in the subtle body. If there's no question anymore, did I wanted? I did not answer, but it is very disturbing, you know. Not only will others benefit by our performance of kirtan, but we will also benefit eternally. This was. Yeah, but we will also benefit eternally. And others also will be benefited by our performance. So we help ourselves, we help our own fortune and our own fate. Of course, there's not simply by chanting that has that unlimited levels of chanting, of pure chanting. It is like everything, you know, if it's done for the Lord, it is pure. If it's done with any material motive or reasons to get some fruits, to get something for it, then it may not be purifying. And this not to a very high level, we will not be possible to understand. So the secret is we have to always this bhakti or surrender has to be there. This praying, please, this world, I am seeing what can happen in this world. Please let me become a member of your family. Please let me understand. So when this is coming from deep in our heart, if it becomes, this desire becomes more powerful than the desire to manage this material world or our environment, then the real spiritual life, then the chanting becomes powerful and we will purify even others, even the whole universe. Mahaprabhu, there are such great devotees as Haridas or Rupa Goswami. They said their service, their chanting, they are purifying the whole universe. If you become the master of your mind, of your senses, then you can accept disciple role in the whole universe. This is his saying, Vajravegam, in the Ishopanishad, the first shloka. Upadishamrita. Oh, maybe, yeah. What is the first shloka, Upanishad? Purnam Udachati. Okay, Upadeshamrita. This is written by Rupa Goswami. Krishna Chaitanya. We are living in a very dangerous place. You should be careful. We should we should focus on reality. Otherwise, this reality, what we accept here, it will destroy us. We will face problems that we cannot avoid here. If you want to overcome this, we have to find out what is real, what is reality in truth. We have same nature like God because we're coming from Him. We don't have to take birth in a material body. It's like a prison. We are eternal living beings. We are the life consciousness. Consciousness leaves this body and we call it dead. But who I am, if I think I'm the body, then it is dead. If I've realized it, that I am the consciousness, I am a person, I am a conscious person, I will never die. I am a spirit soul, I am a person, I am eternally connected with the source of everything, because I am a part of Him. But this is absolute no-go for our intelligent class of men. They think, but only if they have to go, And they will enjoy now their positions in this world, but when they have to leave, then it will be very, very shocking for them. Why we have not found out what is reality, who I am. What means that? What means birth? What means why I'm aging? Why I'm getting sick? All these things, all speculate about it. But it's very simple to understand. Simple mind is helpful. Complicated mind will not lead you to anywhere. You just speculate, on a very low level, Yes, this is a gross level. Bodily and mental conception, but they are not going deeper to find out who I am. I am spiritual, I am part of Supreme Lord. I created my universe, my world. My existence in this material world is created not by Him, it is created because I want to be the autocrat. So He said, the Lord said, He's all good. Yes, you try. So, this is the free will. Otherwise, there cannot be relation by force. free will has to be given, you know. One cannot by force someone say, you must love me, you must serve me, you must. Then egoists, they will immediately go against. They will not tolerate. Nobody can tell me what to do. But 1 second, you're finished. And what you can do against? A simple principle. Jai Srila Sitadev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Sri Gurudev Nitya Leela Pavishtam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Nikacharya Astota Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Gur Premanandi.